As you know, the fight and the struggle continues. There's no rest, no respite, no break at all that we get from this. We have to continue with unremitting toil and sweat and tears and labor to bring about the world that we want. And the first thing that we have to do is in talking with agencies like FERC here, is to get them to understand that they need to embark on a process similar to the DOE. What is the public interest determination? Is it in the public's interest to continue to allow companies to do what they're doing with the Mountain Valley Pipeline, with MVP? Is it in our best interest for DAPL and all of these other pipelines and all these other LNG facilities to continue to be permitted, continue to pollute our atmosphere, and continue to endanger life as we know it on this planet? No. Hell no. It's not right. It has to change. So we must continue to prevail upon them, upon their sense of human decency, humanity, and the fact that they breathe the same air that we do. And they don't live on a planet B. There's no planet B. So we have to continue this fight. Right now they're going to be talking about a pipeline, a fracked gas pipeline coming into my hometown of Port Arthur, Texas. To hopefully go to one of the 3 LNGs that are located within 7 miles of my home. Something has to be done about that because Port Arthur already has some of the worst air quality in the country. It already has people who are being affected by the number of petrochemical industries already there, like Motiva, Valero, Total, and others. And it's creating a very toxic environment that now is affecting cancer rates, respiratory disease rates, heart and kidney disease in my community. And their continuance of allowing these permits to go forward is adding more toil and suffering to a community that's already been devastated. There's no good in that. There's no benefit because eventually the wolf does come knocking at your door. And the decisions made in this building are part and parcel of that. In some ways, we can even say those people that do that are murderers. They are mass killers. They're supporters of genocide in our communities, not only here in America, but around the world. So this has to stop. We have to enforce upon them that there are alternatives, there's a better way, there's a cleaner way. We need them to first stop the permitting and then also to have the companies that are part of this phase down, phase out, and divest out of fossil fuel industries to clean, green renewables. If we do that, maybe we can save the planet. Maybe there can be a future for our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. But until we get them to understand and realize this and to take the action they're so reluctant to do, that's not going to happen. So we have to continue to pray, work together, and prevail upon them to do the right thing, to do the thing that which feels good and that is good for all of us, in the interest of all the public, not just the select few that have stocks and bonds in the oil and gas industry, or they're working with other organizations, financial organizations, and getting a windfall from that. There's a biblical scripture that says, what profits a man, or what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Well, we'll lose not only our souls, but our lives too. Our lives are on the line. So let's continue to fight. Let's continue to support each other. Let's go in and kick FERC's ass.
Valley Pipeline's in-service request must be denied. It must be denied. It's unsafe to operate at any pressure. It's going to kill somebody. If you let it go into service, it's going to kill somebody. And when it does, the blood's going to be on your hands. For 10 years, you've been railroading us. And for 10 years, we've not gone away. We're not going to go away. We're not going to go away. The mountains are going to crumple that piece of trash like that crappy water bottle you're drinking out of. The mountains are going to win. I'm here for Bend Mountain, Virginia, where it ruptured during hydrostatic testing. It ruptured, and it's going to kill somebody. I'm here for Bend Mountain. I'm here for Newport.
Since 2022, FERC has approved the emissions equivalent of 101 coal-fired power plants. Do your children and grandchildren know what you are doing here? Do your children and grandchildren, have you told them eye to eye that you've done everything you can possibly do to assure them a climate-stable future? It's March 2024, the 10th month in a row with record hot temperatures. May 2024. This week, Miami, 112 degrees.
Respectfully, Commissioners, 2023 was the warmest year on record, and 2024 is going to be the same. I have 3 children in their 20s, and that time of life should be a time when the future is full of possibility and promise. But we are creating a future of uncertainty on a warming planet, caused by the industries that you are charged with regulating. Do your job, regulate, pause all LNG permitting. Follow the example of the DOE, pause all permitting.
Next week I'll be 80 years old. I have 6 grandchildren. Do you even care what's going on in Miami and Houston and Louisiana and Iowa? Do you even care? We must pause all future LNG investment and development. We must pause all future fossil fuel development. You can regulate them. What's your legacy? Do you even care about your grandchildren? Do you even care? Do you know what's going on?
This is a rubber stamping, it's not the federal regulatory, it's a federal rubber stamping commission. And this can't go on. Fossil fuels are killing us all. You're killing all of us. Have you no shame? Have you no shame on what you're doing? This is awful. You're just destroying our lives and everything we care about. This is terrible. Have you no shame? And do you not care what's happening with people? This is just awful. Have you no shame whatsoever?
Planet, you need to take care of this planet. We are the protectors of this planet. This is the only planet we have. You need to take care of it. No more LNG, no more pipelines, no more fossil fuels. You are destroying the planet. You need to take care of it for us, for our children, for our grandchildren. Don't you care about the rest of the world? Take care of this planet. Take care of this planet. You need to take care of the planet.
Why are we still approving fossil fuels? Look at the data. We can't be continuing to approve fossil fuels when the data says the world is heating up. We're starting to boil. My granddaughter is being born in the hospital today. What is her future going to look like? Hi, I was in the FERC meeting today with a group of a bunch of other activists. We were doing lamenting and tormenting, trying to disrupt the meeting because it's so important that we move from fossil fuels. They were showing data about how the world is heating up, how our electric grid is trying to build up to support that. So we really need to look at renewables. And when I stood up, I just really pointed out the data that they were displaying. And my daughter is in labor today back in Ohio, and I should be there with her, but I feel like I have to be here fighting this fight, because what's her future gonna look like when she's in her 20s, 30s? So, the granddaughter, yes, so I have a granddaughter being born today, so that's why it was so important for me to be here and to speak out.
We need to wake up. We need to rise up. We need to open up our eyes and do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future, and we need to start right now. On a planet
This is your first warning.
has a problem. We've got to solve it, get involved and do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future, and we need to start right now. Make it greener, make it cleaner, make it last, make it fast. Do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future, and we need to start right now. No more waiting, or hesitating. We must get wise, take no more lies, and do it now. A better future, and we need to start right now.
Okay,
No point in waiting or hesitating. We must get wise, take no more lies, and do it now, now, now. a better future, and we need to start right now. Make it cleaner, make it last, make it fast, and do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future.